This familiar scene is any weekday morning, and what a sight it is. Bright, cheerful, well-rested office personnel arriving at work to pit their wits against the workaday world. Now, suppose we get down to business and talk about safety. You know, for some strange reason, people seem to consider office work as being free of any danger. What could happen to anyone working behind a nice, safe desk? What could happen? Typewriter bites girl. Here's an industrious-looking fellow with his mind on his work. Oh! Desk traps man. Now let's take filing cabinets. Harmless-looking things, aren't they? Yes, harmless-looking. But so's the rear end of a mule. Potentially, they are dangerous hazards. Kicking the drawer is the wrong method of closing it. It may slide open again to trip some unsuspecting victim. See what I mean? This girl might have broken her leg. But this time she was lucky. Just a skinned shin. Of course, the real tragedy is that was her last pair of good stockings.
Training. We get so much training. We get trained for our jobs, how to be safer at work. In that video, I'm still not entirely sure I understand what they meant.
For a number of years now, work has been proceeding in order to bring perfection to the crudely conceived idea of a transmission that would not only supply inverse reactive current for use in unilateral phase detractors, but would also be capable of automatically synchronizing cardinal grammeters. Such an instrument is the turboencabulator. Now, basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it is produced by the modial interaction of magnetoreluctance and capacitive diractance. The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panametric fam. The latter consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented.
Where you're pretty sure that you walk away from the training video with a brand new pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes.
The first cigarette of the day. Man, how good that tastes. And if it's a Lucky, it tastes even better. You know, Luckies can be depended on for better taste because they're made of fine, naturally good-tasting tobacco. Tobacco that's toasted to taste even better. Yes, it's toasted to taste better. Cleaner, fresher, smoother. So next time you get cigarettes, get better-tasting Lucky Strike.
It's funny. Growing up, we're never really trained as to how to play. You know, how to have fun. And I don't mean I'm going to go out and exercise. I'm going to go out and work out. Ain't nobody got time for that. I probably dropped dead in the making of this video, but rich tobacco flavor. They always talk about your work-life balance, but they never actually train you as to how to have the life balance. We can learn a lot from dogs, and I'm right now in the process of training Steve. And one of the main things that they were teaching was teaching me how to play with Steve. And I thought, wow, what a great idea. If only I could be trained to play like him. And it made me stop and think, how come we never get that training? You know, I'm not saying to go and run and chase something for a reward, but I don't know about you, but I certainly need to have something dangling in front of my face in order to have fun or just relax. I make it a point. That's why I do like straight shaving or other things, or you just see me tune out social media, or I create YouTube videos. You know, it's just creative, relaxing fun where I'm talking out to y'all or really to myself and the screen, but it's a way for me to relax and enjoy. How can we do better at training ourselves to play? And that's the question for the day. So with that, I'm going to help us with a little motivational video that I took of Steve getting trained by his trainer as to how to play. And let's see if we can pick up on some things that we all can learn about playing.
You can do a little tug of war with it, you know. The whole idea is for him to have fun.
Look at this fine summer day.
Otherwise,
And Steve at play in the yard. You want to find the things that motivate you.
Yeah.
You want to find the things, such as this squeaky toy, that'll allow you to go out and find the time to run, to play, to find enjoyment. Is your motivational toy a squeaky toy? Uh-oh, did he just get himself into trouble? Nah, he's just
So there is a
having
treat in your hand when you're
playtime,
picking up the toy.
and he's learning to figure out when it's time to play and when it's time to relax. The work-life balance. There you go, Steve. It's on the ground. Go get it, boy. What is your motivational toy? What do you have dangling in front of you that you could use to go and have a good time, a good romp in the grass? And just remember, like the treat, you need something to remind you to stop
Yep.
and to return back to your work life. But as always, there's always fun time immediately after. Find the things that dangle in front of your eyes that allow you to have fun. Find your yard. Find your squeaky toy. Find what motivates you the best. And just remember, like a good game of poker, you have to win sometimes, not your employer.
So we're teaching him, we play, and then we have a calm
Life
moment,
is
right?
all
Where he
about
sits,
romping and playing.
he sits for me, then he gets the toy.
You find what makes you
Yes.
enjoy life.
Uh-oh, watch it. Lockie, that bike, it's going to clip you. Look out. He did. But she didn't. She finally became the victim of her own carelessness. Don't be a diffle. Learn the rules of safe conduct and apply them. Yours is the safest job in the world if you use your heads. It's up to you.